Swamiji, what should be the proper relationship between a guru and a shishya?
Initially, when the mind craves for some answer, or when we are passing through stressful period, when we come across a person, spontaneously you will find his body language as well as the words uttered by him has got direct connection with this. That is how first the fusion takes place. But what happens is, when we start looking at this physical form, our attachment toward the form becomes more and more intense than the ideal because of which we were connected. We will not be aware. We will be carried away by that form. Actually, the form is not different from our form, but it is purely because of the ideal he represents that we are attracted to him. When we say that how do we say that he is our Guru? Not because of the physical form. There is some inner alignment of what you are thinking and what has come out from the outside. And later on, unknowingly, when the attention is not focused upon the ideal, we slip into the attachment toward the form, and whatever we see only we attribute it to the form. Whereas everything is impersonal. The more you concentrate upon it, it becomes impersonal. If you sit on a sattvic mood and recollect how did you name so and so as your guru or one among the gurus, you will know that you were attracted by that person not because of that form, purely because of there is an inner alignment with what you have in your mind and what has come out. That fusion has taken place, then you find yes, he is inspiring. This has to be often reminded to us. Otherwise, the chance of getting ourselves attached to that form that becomes deep. And in many spiritual institutions, this has become the handicap, unknowingly. Because we are just happy with the sentimental or emotional level joy that we get when we see him. Rather than every time you have to ask, why do I consider him as an inspiring one for me? What was the first incident? What was the second incident? Like that, when we keep on telling ourselves, then we will know slowly the ideal becomes more and more conspicuous, and you become one with the ideal, and you see him as the personification of that ideal. So you revere that form, not that you neglect that form. You revere that form because through that form only that ideal has become expressive. If the form is not there, no. The form is relevant, but more relevant is the ideal. So when we revere a guru, and what should be our, here also the mistakes. We feel that the personal service rendered to the guru is what is expected of him. No. The guru will be happy only when we live up to, or even we transcend the limits. Param Pujya Papa Swami Ramdas of Ananda Ashram used to say, the tree should outgrow the fence. That means the teacher will be happy when he or she outgrows from whatever she has been seen. And Papa used to many a time bring this into our attention. So that is the fittest to homage. The fittest to homage to the Guru is to walk on the lines suggested by him and bring it out in our own way. Not control C, control V. No Guru will be happy. No true Guru will be happy. So our true relationship, proper relationship with the Guru should be based on the ideal he represents. And in that case, the Guru never dies. His physical absence will not affect us at all. because he is there in our heart. The moment we think of him, that ideal wells up. Otherwise, you get shattered when the form is not there. Because your attachment is towards that form. This is a point on which we have to keep on pondering and develop the right relationship with the Guru. And a real Guru will be happy to see that the Shishya develops in his own way and blossoms in his own way or her own way. He will be supremely happy. They will not put any dictum or dogma and condition him, limit him. No. Because the Guru has come out by himself. He must have also been drawing inspiration from many saints. And in the case of Parapujya Papa Swami Ramdas, he used to say that the Guru is within, and for enabling him to progress, he was subjected to meet a lot of evolved souls. But always, Papa had reached that stage when he was able to identify the inner Guru is directing him to the outer form. That's a higher state. But it makes us to think. For the first time, when he met Gandhiji in 1920 in Bangalore, about which he has made a reference, then he said, Ramdas always feels that God has been guiding him. But the first touch came from Gandhiji. First touch, spiritual touch. The turn towards God, it took place after seeing Gandhiji. So after that, he was not clinging on to that form. He was definitely deriving a lot of inspiration from his life and teachings. Thereby, he shows what should be our relationship with the proper relationship with the Guru. We repeat, the form is valid. We revere that form. But at the same time, we see the ideal through the form. That means every time we remember, we are reminded of the ideal he represents. Otherwise, the risk is there. In one of his quotations, he used to say that hanging on to an external prop in spiritual matters is a hindrance because the center of interest gets cramped and localized, denying you the flexibility for expansion. Localized. Whereas the ideal is not limiting yourself. You have to keep on pondering so that so many things will come. Hari Om.